Tonight, the low is supposed to be around 82. So I think my daughter's already asleep. It's 9:47. I think I'm gonna pop an e-shot and maybe go for an all-nighter. Now, she is back in school, which means that if I commit, I have to do an all-nighter because I've got to be able to stay awake to get her ready for school, and then I can go to sleep after. But yeah, I think we're gonna do some planting over here. I might expand this pathway over so we're a little bit closer, and then I can plant a border there. Go over to the Asian garden, plant a couple things in there. We're going to start it off out here tonight with a little cloak and dagger. We are going to go ahead and do an all-nighter tonight. So we are going to plant some peppers real quick in the ones here that are empty, the grow bags here that are empty, except for the shishito. We're going to go ahead and plant a couple of those directly in the Asian garden. And then, as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of peppers, hot and sweet. But we've got the red Corno de Toro again. We're going to plant some of the Pasilla Bahio. We've got, what else? The Serranos, the yellow Jamaicans. We've just got, as you can see, there are a bunch. If I sit here and read them all off, we'll be here all night. And I do want to be here all night, but I actually want to be planting. So to prep these grow bags for planting the new peppers in, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to change out. I love these 360 emitters. They are some of my favorite emitters. However, I use, especially when I direct sow because of the birds and because of the bunnies, I will use the plastic domes. If you've seen my other videos, I have a few of them over in the Asian garden, just until the plants are big enough to where the birds aren't really interested and the bunnies aren't interested. But these, while they work with those, this is such a small space. It would take up the whole thing. It would stay way too moist. I'd probably have my peppers dampening off. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up. I'm going to amend all these with the worm castings and the Trifecta Plus, just like I did with the ones that already have the marigolds, the dill, and the peppers in them. And then we'll go ahead and I'm going to change out this for the 1/4 inch Rainbird. It's already pre-spaced. I think it's 6 inches apart, the drippers. We'll go ahead and do a spiral in each of these, just like I did with the grow bags over in the Asian garden. And that should work really well. And then we'll get some peppers, probably plant some carrots in between them, and among them, I should say, not in between them, but among them, some herbs. Just kind of change it up and grow. I like to grow as much as possible in a small space, and I like to grow for my soil volume more than spacing. Peppers don't mind being close. That's why I've got 2 and 3 pepper plants in these grow bags. It's totally up to you how you grow them. That's what works for me. My peppers seem to thrive when I've got a couple of them closer together. You just have to keep the water right and the amendments right. So let's get to getting these guys prepped. The irrigation in these changed over. I'm going to leave these for now, and we'll go on from there.